So, Sheffield Wednesday got to have a performance tonight. We cannot phone it in like we did at the weekend in that second half. Come on, let's get a better performance and try and keep it respectable and try and get a win at home. Hello and welcome to this video. You could like, share and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate it. Liking out the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's face, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when video go live. So Sheffield Wednesday got Norwich City and they've been doing really well, but we got the thing is that we have to be really careful in this game. Good side can play some good football. And at weekend, we got absolutely battered. And you really want to see a performance out of this team before we go into the derby on Sunday. Now, at the weekend, we had a good first half, naff second half. Can't have that again. We have to string two consistent halves a night at 45 minutes together. We got to. Right, team. We're going to need it. So let's see what happens. Sheffield Wednesday versus Norwich City. Got to put the wrongs of Saturday behind us and start afresh and hopefully see if we can get 3 points at home. What a fantastic first half this was. We played some really good football and we're just really playing some good stuff. Knocking the ball around well, trying to make things happen. And it's a point where you're just thinking, can we get something in this game? We knock the ball around, we keep it tight, we're knocking it back to each other really well. And they're having to chase us. And that's the important thing about this. They are having to chase us, not the other way around. We're not having to chase them as much. And we're putting a lot of pressure on them when they got the ball, but when we got it, they're having to chase our shadows. And the thing is, I don't think we really had much to be called into in this. Ugbo with an absolutely fantastic chance, and I'm so gutted for him. And Guy Fawkes had called it the miss of the season. Maybe the part that they could be right on, but it comes in by Marvin Johnson. And it's a really good ball by Marvin Johnson. And he just couldn't get his right head angle in it. And he ends up in the back of the net instead of the ball. And you're thinking, come on, that lad deserves something for this. And it just showed that he's fine margin with him at the minute just to get that first league goal. And he's working his backside off. But again, Marvin Johnson, what an absolute perler of a ball to find Josh Windass. Deft touch or what? Splits their defense in half. And Windass just waits and waits, controls it and hits it. 1-0 Wednesday. Really good goal for him to get as well. Really impressed with it. And it just set the tone. It set the tone on how we were playing. And we're playing some really good football. You're thinking, can we get something else out of this? Because at the end of the day, we are doing really well. And I don't think Norwich had much of an attack in that thing. When we did, we managed to either defend well and keep it solid or get it forward. I thought Valerie and Matt Lowe did fantastic going forward, trying to do that link-up play. And you're just wondering, if we could get another one before half-time, that would be absolutely fantastic and good for the entire performance of the whole, because we deserved something out of that first half. And it's that kind of way we were playing against Watford, where we didn't get anything. And it was such annoying that we didn't get anything for it, because we did really, really well in that, but didn't finish our dinner. And we go ahead, and we have to do a bit of good defending. But then we start getting lots of corners, and you're thinking, can we get something from a corner? Because we haven't done that. Pop up, Dominic Iorfa hasn't scored a league goal in 5 years. It's not a corner, might I add, though. It's from a set piece. It's from a set piece. It's a free kick. It's a really good worked free kick. Comes in, right at the back, gets it. There we go. It is 2-0. Dominic Iorfa goes running to the bench. Celebrate with Gassama, but celebrate with our set piece coach, because he knows how important that goal was for the team, but also the set piece coach to go, that's yours. You helped us do that, and that's what I like. It's that bond, it's that teamwork, it's that we're all in it together kind of situation. And you're thinking, we got to keep this momentum going, because we played some really good football, and we've just been like little bit unlucky at times. You're thinking, come on, let's keep this up, because we played really well. And it's just been fine margin where we could have maybe had another one. Again, Ugbo has a chance. It's a really good save by the keeper. And he worked really well today. Ingolson done really well at winning the ball back, trying to start attacks. He's actually done well with floating in that kind of attacking position, where Bannon and Charles have been able to just sit back and be a little bit of like a defensive cover without being so. And he's done really well. But let's see how we do into the second half. Could do with a really strong second half just to finish it off. So in the second half, it's pretty much more of the same. But here comes some of the bad bits. Luckily, you'll get into it in a bit, but not bad. But we do lose. Dominic Iorfa gets a whack to a head from a corner, and he's struggling. He goes down originally. You're like, you look out of it here. But we can't tell if it was a concussion, he would have been off straight away. That's the procedure. But I don't think it's concussion. I think he was struggling with either his face or his eye, where he was trying to struggle with that part of it. So it was interesting. We have to make a sub, though. Gabriel Otabayo comes on for Iorfa. Me and Jed the Giant Chicken had a debate about this in the debrief. And I'll hold my hands up, said Jed, you're 100% right. He played really well. He had to do some good defending and showed he got the ability to step up. I hold my hands up and say, I was wrong. I'm big enough, man enough to go, I was wrong on that one. Fair enough. And you're thinking, can we try and get something here? We try and have a really good chance, and it gets to Johnson. Johnson hits it, and it's a fantastic save by their keeper. It really is, to keep it at 2-0. And they are going forward and trying stuff, but nothing's really going for them. It's really good tape by Beadle. Very good tape by Beadle. He's catching them more than anything, which is good to see. We make some more substitutions. Patterson and Gassama comes on. Johnson and Windass go off. I think Johnson and Windass had an excellent game. Pato comes on and Gassama comes on. Pato does what he does best, which is trying to just wind people up, trying to get in their face. He does it really well. To be fair, there was a bit near the end where Gassama got taken out and the Norwich City players were not happy with him. And you could just see Gassama just winding him up a little bit and trying to get annoyed because, like, get up, that's a dive. And the ref said, it's a free kick. I don't know what you're on about. They do get it in the back of our net and you're like, oh, here it goes. But it was offside. It was a good initial save by Beadle. And we do some really good defending, but nothing really bothered us that much. They weren't great. I'll be honest with you. I was expecting a little bit more. They weren't great. We make some more changes as well. Valentina Smith comes on, replaces Ingleson and Ugbo. Ugbo, unlucky not to get a goal tonight. I think he played really well. Ingleson, I was very impressed with him once again. Really impressed with him. 6 minutes at a time. They do a bit of gamesmanship. Around about the 79th minute, their keeper go down. And they start to come a bit further forward, attack a little bit more, try to get at it. But in the end, we win 2-0. So not only did we get the 2 goals and one is from a set piece, but it's a clean sheet. That is the big one. It is a much needed clean sheet, which is what we needed for a while. A clean sheet, a win. What more can you ask for? We're going into the derby kind of thing, and you're thinking, right, can we just use that in our advantage here? So, if you want the results from the other games, Sheffield United won 2-1, but they had to come from behind. They got a 98-minute winner. Be wary of that come the weekend. They will kick every ball till the last minute. 98-minute winner for them. Oxford won 1-0. QPR lost 4-1. They didn't get a single goal themselves because it was an own goal by Middlesbrough, but 4-1. They got absolutely trounced. Norwich, Wednesday, we won 2-0. Plymouth won 1-0 versus Portsmouth. Swansea, as it stands right now, it's still 1-0 to Swansea versus Watford. Just shows you how it can change. So, with that result, it takes us to 13th place. We're just behind Norwich on the same amounts of points. Bristol City and Swansea on 19. So Blackburn Rovers, so Millwall. Millwall have got Leeds. I can't remember who Blackburn Rovers have got tomorrow. Let me just have a look. Blackburn Rovers got Stoke. Coventry got Derby. Millwall, Leeds, Luton, Cardiff, Preston, Sunderland. So interesting ones there. So at the bottom, it Pompey, QPR, Luton. Pompey on 9, QPR on 10, Luton on 12, Preston on 14, and Plymouth on 15 with Cardiff on 15, Stoke on 15, Hull on 15, Jesus Christ, Hull City, Hull on 15, Derby on 15, Coventry on 15, Jesus Christ, so many teams on 15 points. And then you got like a top 11 of people, and it's so bloody tight. There's a point between Sunderland and Sheffield United. Jesus, it's really tight. But the more important thing is, it is a win for Sheffield Wednesday and a clean sheet. Come on, Wednesday. Let's go into that derby. We turned up. What did I say? We are a team that turn up after big defeat. Get in. Come on, Wednesday.